Hi, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. You're welcome to today's Time Out with Blessing. Today, we will be talking about how you can harness your multiple skills, your multiple talents to build a brand online. Okay, because I've gotten a lot of questions from people who ask me, Blessing, I have a lot of skills, I do a lot of things, but I don't know how to. Sorry for the distraction. Lesson, I do a lot of things, but I don't know how to combine all these things and build a profitable brand online. I don't know how to get clear on what I want to be known for. So in today's live video, I decided, Lesson, why don't we talk about brand clarity? We talked extensively about this in my Facebook community, but I'm going to be talking about something a bit different. So if you have joined me, please tell me your location, tell me your name. Okay, I know your name, but tell me your location, tell me where you are watching from. And please, for today's live section, I want it to be as engaging as possible. So kindly use the comments to whenever I say something that hits you, anything that you resonate with, or any point I make, please use the comments to write it down, because I know some people might be having network issues and so much more. So please use the comments, make it engaging, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. All right, so are we ready? Please tell me your location. Thank you, Simon Hope, for coming on board. Please tell me your location, and I'll be getting right into it, because this is just 15 minutes and I really plan to keep to time. So I'm going to say a bit of my story. When I started out, I had this confusion as well. I was confused. I didn't know how to get started. Mine wasn't really multi-skilled. Mine was not even knowing what to do. Okay, I knew that I had much more within me, but I didn't know how to get started. So that was last year. Yes, that was last year when I was confused. Blessing, how do we start? Blessing, what do I do? And one of the things that really made me want to be more was I saw my age mates doing a lot of amazing things, and it was just as if I was not doing anything. Okay, so what did I start with? I decided, okay, why don't I take a Google course? There's this Google course that is free and certified. Please, as you're joining in, tell me your location, tell me where you are watching from. I would love to know. Okay, just tell me your location, that's it. And when I make points that resonate with you, please use the comments and engage, because some people might be having network issues and some people might be following the comments. So as I was saying, I decided to take a Google course, and that was when I found out that I was passionate about tech, and the rest they say is history. I kept learning. I niched down to social media, I niched down to content creation, and finally I decided that I was going to settle for personal branding. But all these things happened because I took a step. But that's not really the focus of today's live video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how you can, this is for the multi-potentialite, because there are some people that can do a lot of things and they don't just want to limit themselves to one thing, because they feel that it's as if they are neglecting every other thing. Thank you, Yakubu, for joining. Sorry, I can't pronounce your first name, so please forgive me, okay, before I murder your first name. All right, so that's just it. Number one, if you have different skills, I like to tell people this. Now, some skills you have are just complementary. Some skills you have are just an expression. Some skills you have are just to complement your purpose. I am a personal branding strategist. I have built my brand around personal branding. But there are some people who are into personal branding that did not build their brand around personal brand, that are not personal branding strategists. They teach personal branding, but it's not like it's their core. Okay, I am also a content creator, but I didn't build my brand around creating content. I won't call myself a content coach. Yes, I can teach content creation, I can teach ads, I can teach some other things, but that is not what I'm known for. So the first thing you must understand is that there are some skills that you have that you don't necessarily need to build a brand around, but are just meant to complement your primary skill. Now, for example, you have you can, based on experience, you know how to sell. You know how, based on experience and knowledge, you're very gifted at sales and marketing. Then maybe based on talent, You're very gifted at writing. Based on talent as well, you're also gifted at storytelling. And let's say you can, what else will I put now? Maybe you love public speaking as well. And you're asking yourself, where do I start from? I know all these things, but I can't build a brand around all these things because you will confuse your audience, and it's not nice when someone is asking, okay, who can I call to come speak at my event in public speaking, and someone says, let me say Blessing. Another person is like, I thought she's into personal branding. Another person is like, I thought she's into what was the second? I thought she's into she's into content creation. So I do all these things, but I have one focus. So you can decide, okay, I'm going to decide to build my brand around, let's say, storytelling, or let's say sales and marketing. Sales and marketing is your primary goal. All other skills you have can help you push that sales and marketing. So based on your knowledge, there are different ways to build your personal brand. You can build your personal brand around your knowledge. You can build your personal brand around your experience. Your knowledge could be something you've gathered something you've read about. It can be something you've learned in school, something that even if they wake you up in the night and tell you what and ask you a question about it, you are able to say something. That is your knowledge. And knowledge can also come from experience. So you can build your brand around your experience, around your story, what you've been through. Okay, what have you been through? What have you encountered? It can be a mess to message story. What you see a lot of people inspiring others with their stories of no of sad beginnings. So you can build your brand around your stories. You can build your brand around your skill. Digital marketing is a skill. Content creation is a skill. You can build your brand around your passion. What are you passionate about? It might be you're passionate about writing. You can build your brand around your talent. So there are different ways to build you can build your brand around your business. But for example, if you have knowledge, skills, you have talents, you have a story, and you're wondering, okay, which do I start from? Always know that first, there are some skills that you need to complement. There are some skills that are just complementary. So I gave an example for someone who, based on knowledge and experience, is good at sales and marketing. Then based on talent, you know how to tell a lot of stories. You know how to tell really captivating stories. You can write as well. You can speak in public as well. And you're asking yourself, where do I start from? You can choose, okay, I'm going to focus on sales and marketing. Now, when I say complementary skills, storytelling can help you push sales and marketing. So you don't necessarily need to build your brand around storytelling to be known as a storyteller. You can use storytelling to sell people's products and services, but they don't know you as a storytelling coach. What they know you is as a sales and marketing coach. So what you're using your other skills to push the main thing. And soon I'm going to be talking about how to choose, okay, this is what I want to focus on. I'm going to be talking about that soon. Then your other skill, writing. Some people, before I take writing for granted, I think that everybody can write, but I've come to understand that not everybody can write. Okay, not everybody can write. So I've come to appreciate the gift of writing. In sales and marketing, if you're not able to, push your knowledge, if you're not able to convey what's in you to another person, you cannot build a brand around sales and marketing. So this is where your writing skills come in place. So you don't need to be a writing coach, a writing consultant to use your writing skills. Yes, there are people that have built their brand around writing. Okay, I'm a personal branding strategist. I built my brand around personal branding, teaching people personal branding. I know how to write, but I don't necessarily need to build my brand around teaching people how to write. There are people who are writing consultants, and I can come in place to teach them how to build their personal brands. All right? Then you talk about public speaking. That you're really good at public speaking doesn't mean you need to build your brand around public speaking. Public speaking, that talent of public speaking will come in place when you need to speak to a lot of people around about sales and marketing. Remember, we said, okay, you decided to choose sales and marketing. So every other thing, both writing, storytelling, public speaking, you're using it to push that main thing that you want to build your personal brand around, which is sales and marketing. So that you can do a lot of things doesn't mean that you need to be an expert in all of them. You just need to choose one and decide, okay, I'm going to choose this one, I'm going to base on this one, and then use every other thing I have as an expression for this particular one. Singing is an expression. Writing is an expression of that particular gift. Now, that being said, I committed today that I'm going to spend just 15 minutes. Okay, so as I was saying, now I've talked about complementary skills. Now let's talk about how you can decide or how you can choose what you want to build your personal brand around. Now, for those who don't know, your personal brand is simply what you want to be known for. And I decided to do this live video because a lot of people have different skills, different talents, and they don't know what to be known for. In case you're still joining us, you're just joining us. And I mentioned that some of your skills are just to complement. They are not, it's not necessary that you need to build a brand around it. Now, when I talk about building a brand, means promoting that thing. Personal branding is all about promoting what you have inside of you. So your writings, I've said this before. In case you just joined, you can watch the replay later. So going on, how do you choose, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on? I always tell people, answer these 3 questions. Number 1, which are you most passionate about? I'm sure you've had this a lot of times, but I must tell you that personal branding is not easy. There are times when I felt like giving up. There are times when I feel like I don't want to do this again. But because I'm passionate about helping people break out of self-limitations, I'm passionate about helping people promote themselves. That is what keeps me going. Please use the comments. I want you to use the comments. Tell me what you learn, what you're learning. Sorry, people are having network failure, so some people might have network issues and they need the comments. So let's make the comments as engaging as possible. So 1, what are you most passionate about? What is that thing that even if you don't have, if you had all the resources in the world, if you had everything you need and you knew you couldn't fail, what is that one thing that you do? What is that one thing that even if you're not getting paid, that you still do it? What is that one thing that gets you angry when it is not being done? What is your passion? Okay, so a lot of people build their brands around their passion. Sometimes you see women building their brands around their stories. You see women who have been able to turn their mess to a message, and they are passionate about helping women who have gone through similar tragic events to come out and turn their mess into a message, to overcome these challenges. So 1, what are you most passionate about? It can be writing you can be passionate about it. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be public speaking. So number 1, what are you most passionate about? Number 2, which is very important if you're going to build a profitable brand. Number 2, what have you built capacity and expertise in? Okay, because I hate to say this, but social media has given anyone a platform to shine. So you can see someone who just learned about public speaking yesterday. The person will come today and start calling him or herself a public speaking coach, which is very wrong. To be a coach, not even to be a coach, to be able to teach people something they'll pay you for. To build that expertise takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time of learning, acting, and getting results. But with social media, there is no regulation. So you can see someone who just did something who just learned digital marketing yesterday, and is coming to Facebook to upload on his or her bio, digital marketing consultant, small business consultant. So you ask yourself, what have I built? That your passion, have you built expertise in it? Have you built capacity in it? Do you have enough experience? Do you have enough knowledge? Do you have enough results to show for that passion you have? So if it's easy if you are building your personal brand around your story, okay, because you already have the experience. For example, if it's I don't want to use this example. If it's a rape story, or you had to overcome one challenge or the other, maybe you had to overcome pornography while growing up, and somehow you've been able to overcome it, and you want to build your brand around that story, it's going to be, you've built capacity for that unconsciously. Okay, because you have the knowledge, you have the experience, you have the results that you've overcome. So number 1, what are you most passionate about? Number 2, what have you built capacity in? That passion of yours, have you built capacity in it? If you haven't built capacity in it, before you start calling yourself a coach, an expert, a consultant in anything, make sure you have the knowledge, the experience, and the results to show for it. Make sure you have the experience, the knowledge, and the results to show for it. I hate it when the thing is, I need to say this thing about content. I don't want to get angry right now, but I need to say this thing about content. Content can make anyone look like an expert. Someone can just come and call him or herself a personal branding strategist and go lift content off Google or go lift content off YouTube and start creating content, and everybody's like, hey, 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 hey. And unless you come close, you never, or ask this person, these people, some questions that are not found in Google and are not found on YouTube, you may never know that they are just empty barrels that make the loudest noise. So that is why I'm stressing on building capacity. Build capacity in that your passion. If you found out that you're just passionate about writing and you've not been able to build capacity in writing, you've not maybe gone through a writing training, gone through a coach, dedicated yourself to learning, getting results, then go and build capacity. Before you come and call yourself any type of coach, go and build capacity. Go and get the results. Okay? Then the third question you need to ask yourself is, can I make money out of this? The first one is, are you passionate about it? What are you most passionate about in all your skills? The second one is, have you built capacity for it? Do you have the results to show for it? The third one is, can you make money from it? Is this something that you can make money from? Because we are talking about building a profitable brand around here. Now look at all your skills, look at your knowledge, look at your talents, look at everything. Ask yourself, which one solves a problem? And if it solves a problem, that means there are people who can buy. So you ask yourself, which one solves a problem? Because of course you want to make money from it. All right? Unless you're just, perhaps you have a job that funds your, I'm going to come back to, or let me just talk about this now. There are some people who are into something they are passionate about that is not paying them, but they have a job that is paying them, and that is totally okay. But the most important is to have something that you can get money from. So don't leave your job to come and pursue your career, to come and pursue your passion just because you're passionate about it. You get frustrated. Passion needs money to survive. If not, you get frustrated. So you ask yourself, can I make money from it? If it's your passion and it's still in the early stages, and you've looked into the future and you've known that this is something that if I build expertise and if I have results to show that I can actually make money from it, please have something else that you know that is bringing in the money for you. So these are three most important questions that you need to ask yourself. What are you passionate about? What do I have results in already? And most probably, if you have results in this already, then you can make money from it. So at least done everything you can do, everything you know, and use these three questions to streamline them to come up to one thing. I remember when I said when you come up to one thing, every other thing you do, every other thing you know can complement that one thing. All right? So like I said, okay, I'm just going to summarize in the next 2-3 minutes. Now, I know that there are some people that they, even after everything, they are still not able to come up with one thing. And I just want to let you know that it's okay that it's possible to start with one thing and diversify in future. Some things can wait. Some talents can wait. Some skills you have can wait, especially if they don't have a ready market for it yet. So you start with one thing, and maybe in future, when you've built enough stamina, one thing personal branding can help you do is the ability to transit from one thing to the other gracefully. So personal brand is just like a growth. As time goes on, you feel just like a business growth. As time goes on, you feel the need to diversify, and that is totally okay. But make sure you start with that one thing, so that when that thing comes to people's mind, they think of you. When personal branding comes to people's mind, they think of me, Blessing Okebe. But that is not the only thing I do. But because I've decided to push this, and another thing I must make you understand is that it is very, I'm going to be ending on this note, it is very much okay to be one thing online and be another thing offline. And I'm not talking about hypocrisy. Okay, it's very possible for you to you have a 9-to-5 job as a nurse offline, and online you're a women advocate. So it's not a must that you will build your brand online around what you do as a business, around what you do as a career. around what it's not a must. So you can start with one. If you have something that is giving you money, you can build your personal brand around your passion. Okay, so it's possible to build one thing offline, another thing online. And another thing I want to say is that, just like John Obidi says, life is like a buffet. So you can try out. It's very possible. I do you know how many things I tried out before I decided I was going to start dive into personal branding. Clarity is a journey. You have to try out different things to say, okay, this is what I want to major in. So try out different things. Try out your talents, try out your skills, and see which one works for you. So it's not something that you just get, no. I made that mistake. I was waiting for God to come and tell me, my child, this is what I want you to do. And it never came. But as I took one step, as I started trying out different things I could do, I built relationships, then I got clarity. So you can try out different things. And when you try out different things, see what works for you and settle for it. Okay, so that is the end of today's section. If you have any question, please use the comments. I think I'll just leave 1 or 2 minutes from it. Okay, so someone asks, I think Lucy asks now, what if you know you can't make money from it at the early stages and you don't have the job yet to finance it? Should you wait? Please wait. Wait. If your passion is something that you can't make money from it at the early stage, go and get a skill that you can make money from and build on that skill. Get money from that skill before you start your passion. Your passion can wait. There's time for everything. I have big dreams. I have big passions. I have things I want to achieve, but I don't have the money for it yet, so it can wait. But what you need to do is, as you're waiting, document it. Okay, your ideas will get refined as time goes on. So make sure you have money first. Someone told me, Blessing, when you're young, try to get money first. Okay, yes, passion is good, but focus more on getting money, especially when you're young. Then as time goes on, when you get that money, your passion can then come in. So money first. Okay, get the money first. Then when you get that money, you can use it to fund your passion. Okay, any other question? Isabella, you're welcome. I'll leave just 1 minute for that. Please remember to share this video. It can help someone out there. I'll just wait for 1 to 2 minutes. Let me thank everyone that joined. PJ, my boss, thank you for joining. Sir Mike, thank you for joining. Thank you, Lucy, for joining. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Yakubu. Please later you send a voice note to me telling me how to pronounce your first name. Ifunaya, thank you for joining. Favor, thank you for joining. Miss Tugo, thank you for joining. Crown Prince, thank you for joining. Sir Chris, thank you for joining. And I guess that's it. Alright. Mesoma, Vera, Fatima, Kinsley, Precious, Savik. I don't know if that's Savik or if it's another one called Victor. There are a lot of people that joined and I can't mention them all, but thank you so much for joining. So till I come your way next week, I hope next week we'll do this on a Tuesday. If you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, please use the replay and just use #replay so I'll know you're watching the replay. And if you have any questions, please use the comments and I will answer these questions. So till I come your way next time, ciao.